Hey guys, welcome back to Drinks and Chill. My name is Matt, and today I'm flying solo and trying Elijah Craig small batch. So like I said, I am flying solo today. Gio is feeling kind of sick, and honestly, we've both been sick this past month, actually. This is actually the first video we've actually, I use actually like 12 times in that sentence. So I am flying solo today. Gio's feeling kind of sick, and this is actually the first video that has been recorded this year for this channel. We had a few that we recorded at the end of the year that, we uploaded in the new year, but this is the first video that has actually been recorded in 2022. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this Elijah Craig small batch and see what we think. I got sick to start the year, so we didn't record when we initially planned to because of that. And then around the time I was getting over whatever I had, Gio got sick, and he's still sick, but we didn't have enough videos to cover those weeks, so here I am flying solo. But today we're trying Elijah Craig small batch. Now, on the channel, we've tried the straight rye and the barrel proof B521. So I thought it'd be nice just to try the Elijah Craig, just the classic small batch. And another reason I picked this one is because I wanted it to be one that Gio had actually had before. So I didn't want him to be all like, disappointed or mad that I had a whiskey that he hadn't had before without him. So I'm gonna go ahead and see how this smells. This smells really nice. I was a fan of the rye, I was a fan of the barrel proof. I knew I liked this one. I've drank most of this bottle. I really like the smell. And that brings up something. We've posted 2 whiskey reviews so far this year, the Jack Daniel's Bottled and Bond and the Maker's Mark FAEO2. And we were trying out a new rating system, but we realized that that rating system was kind of unfair because price played such a huge role in the final score. So we decided just to cut out price entirely and just make it solely, purely based on the whiskey itself, not price or anything like that. So our new rating system is smell and taste will both be ranked on a scale of 1 to 7. And then finish will be ranked on a scale from 1 being like bad or no finish, and 3 being, oh, it has a really nice finish. And then the final 3 points will be the appearance. And appearance can be like the whiskey itself and also the bottle. So like, does the bottle look nice? Does the whiskey look nice? What is the presentation? Because I feel like that plays a big role in what makes people buy whiskey. So let us know what you think of this new rating system down in the comments. Like I said, this rating system is a work in progress, so if something needs to be changed, it will do it. But it's still gonna be out of a possible score of 20. So let's go ahead and give this a shot on the nose. Okay, I mean, it smells like bourbon. It smells really good, but I'm trying to figure out what I'm getting here specifically. I'm getting a hint of, well, the cherry's there. Cherry, or is that cherry? I feel like I always default to cherry, but I'm trying to decide if all these smells I'm getting actually is cherry. Is it more like a other like red fruit? I feel like it's just more like general red fruit more so than cherry. There's a little hint of peanut in there, vanilla. It's good. I mean, it's got a good smell. I feel like the peanut comes out more in the taste than it does in the smell. So to explain the new rating system, I said taste and smell will both be 1 through 7. So 1 is I hate this, 2 is I don't like this, 3 is like neutral or maybe it doesn't have a smell, 4 is it's alright, 5 is it's good, 6 is it's great, 7 is like, oh my god, this is the most amazing thing I've ever had in my life. On a smell scale, I'd say it's good. So I'd give it a 5 on the smell scale. On the taste, however, the taste and the smell are different. Maybe it's just because I'm better at smelling than I am at tasting, but I feel like whenever I have a whiskey, the taste is always different for me than the smell. Like I said, I feel like the nuttiness comes out a little bit more. I'm almost getting like a sawdusty characteristic from that. I don't know if that's normal from this. I feel like I've gotten that before in other whiskeys, but I don't remember getting that in the other Elijah Craigs. But yeah, it's got kind of like a sawdusty type thing going on, but in a good way. It's like good sawdust, not the bad sawdust, the kind that came off of the expensive lumber. I'm getting a lot more sweetness on the smell than I am on the taste. The taste is almost a little bit more on the bitter side. Not like it's gone bad bitter, but I feel like the sweetness is just not there as much on the taste as it is on the smell. Maybe that sawdust is just the oak coming through. I'm thinking that could be what it is, the sawdust, because I mean, these are aged in barrels, obviously wooden oak barrels. That could just be the oak impact coming through. But I mean, most of the flavor is the oak impact, but from the oak impact is where you get those red fruits, the vanillas, the peanuts, whatever the case may be. But I feel like I'm actually tasting like the actual wood here. I like the smell better. That being said, on the taste, I'd probably give it a 4, which is okay. I feel like when I've had this before, I remember liking it better, but maybe, I don't know if it's just where my palate is today, or maybe I've just had others since this one that have made me appreciate, or I guess realize like what the true quality of this is. Now, it's not to say this is bad, because I mean, this is good. This is gonna be between $25 to $30 a bottle for a regular size bottle. So it's not exactly an expensive whiskey. So you don't really expect too much from it, but for what it is, it's decent, it holds up. It would be interesting to do this in a blind tasting with others to see how it holds up compared to others who might have ranked higher or lower, because honestly, I really thought that this one would have been better, but it's not. Not bad, it's just not as good as I thought it would be. The smell is better than the taste on this one. All right, so now I'm gonna take another sip here and focus on the finish. Finish is all right. It's not bad. I mean, the flavor you get on the finish is the flavor of the whiskey. So there's nothing happening really on the finish that wasn't already happening in the whiskey. Because there's some where you'll get like a different flavor at the end where that like sometimes it's good, sometimes it isn't. In this case, it's just the whiskey. Like that's all I'm getting on the finish is just the flavor of the whiskey. So that being said, on the finish, I'm gonna give it a 2, which is okay. Finally, on the bottle. Now I have to say, Elijah Craig has one of my favorite bottle designs, like of just any whiskey. It's simple, it's sleek, but it looks really nice. And I love this big cork top that the Elijah Craig bottles use, this big cork. It just fits the design of the bottle so nicely. It's got this sleek design and then the cork top the same way. And the Elijah Craig there on the top of the cork. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's there. It's a really nice bottle. And the bourbon itself inside is actually, I mean, it looks fine. I feel like I've seen bourbons with more richer color than this. So that being said, really great bottle. The actual whiskey itself, the appearance is just okay for me. So I'm gonna also give appearance a 2. So adding all my scores together, I come out to a 13 for Elijah Craig small batch. Now, I know the ones that we did previously were 12s and 13 as well, but eventually we'll go back and revise those scores because I think they may end up being a little bit higher than this one, or at least one of them will be. I don't know about the other. But I think having a more spread out scoring system for the taste and the smell, 1 to 7 instead of 1 to 5, will really help us to separate out good and okay and great, and maybe it doesn't taste bad, but it's just not for us. I think having more points to be able to do that with will help out a lot. Now, I'm not going to add this to the infinity bottle since Gio's not here to taste it with me. The ones that we're adding to the infinity bottle are the ones that we're tasting together. Didn't talk about this. Elijah Craig is 94 proof, 47% alcohol, made in true small batches for balance and smoothness. First to char oak barrels. Oh, Elijah Craig. Oh, are they saying that Elijah Craig was the first one to actually char oak barrels? That's interesting. Is that true? Who knows? Distilled and bottled by the Elijah Craig Distillery Company. It doesn't say Heaven Hill, it says the Elijah Craig Distillery Company. That's interesting. But yep, that's my review on the Elijah Craig small batch. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this whiskey and any other whiskeys that might be similar to this one that we should try out. We've tried out most of like the classic bourbons, like the Jim Beam, the Makers, the Woodford Reserve. There's still a few that we haven't tried, and we'll get to those. You know, just nothing wrong with a good classic bourbon. As far as classic bourbons go, this one's pretty good. I don't think you're gonna get like great or magnificent from anything in that price range or in that category. But for what it is, I like it, and I will definitely buy another bottle when this one is gone. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like down below, comment, hit that subscribe button, notification bell so you know whenever we upload, and we'll see you next time. Bye.